Hello friends and welcome to CJoy Yoga. This is going to be a guided visualization. I know just in general this year with the pandemic and isolation and shutdowns and all the business, many of us feel disconnected from our loved ones, and particularly during this holiday season. Although I have to say a lot more people are traveling than I had hoped or thought would, but hey, that's beside the point. So this is a way that we can connect to our loved ones without being physically with them. So go ahead and close your eyes. And find that comfortable position where you can sit upright with an elongated spine. You can be on a chair, on blocks, or whatever suits you. And start to tune into the contact points you have with the floor. And by floor, I also mean the chair or the block or whatever it is that you're sitting upon, right? Anything that is connected down below you. So maybe the buttocks, bones, depending on the position of the legs, what part of the feet or the legs are connected. And be curious about what's connecting to the floor or your seated area, right? Notice if one side is more weighted in than the other. And for today, we'll definitely try to even that out so we're even distribution between right buttocks bone and left buttocks bone. Best you can. And then I want you to imagine that each of those points that have contact with the floor have roots growing down into the earth. No matter how many stories you are up in a building, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's a visualization. The ground is right underneath you. I want you to imagine that every point of contact that you have with the floor has roots growing down into the earth, deep down. So that we start to feel that quality of grounding down, that earth energy. And as we ground down, right, in yoga we call it root to rise. We root down to rise. So that spine has that beautiful height. Now I want you to visualize that someone that you love, who you wish that you could see and connect with physically, right, be in person with, I'll say. They have those same roots growing down into the ground. And I'd love for your roots to start growing towards one another. It's your visualization. You can visualize the other person's roots too. It's okay. And as those roots go down, they come together and they connect in whatever way suits you. And by the way, this actually happens in the tree world, that the roots of the trees are connected by fungus. So they find that a whole grove of aspens, right? This is back in the 70s. A whole grove of aspen is actually one organism, not each a separate tree. They're all connected through their roots and through these mycelium, right? The fungus. So I want you to imagine that you too are one of these trees, and that you are that aspen grove, and this other person is one of the other aspen trees, and you are connected by your roots. And in these groves, in these forests, these places, they find this relationship. That means that one of the trees can be nearer to the water, and it'll take up water, and it can send through its roots waters to the whole system. And the one that's really close to the minerals will pick up the minerals and send it to everybody within that grove, right, through these root systems. So what would you like to send that person you love through your roots? And what do you need back from them? Make sure it's a giving and receiving relationship. And now expand that out and imagine other people or maybe multiple people. You don't have to do it individually. I like to start with one just so you get the idea and the feeling of it, but then you can do this with as many people, one by one or all at one time. But who are the people that you wish were your other aspens, that you could connect roots and send each other exactly what you need? Knowing that even if you're not physically with someone, you can still be very connected to that person. You can still send them light and love and empathy and kindness and compassion and forgiveness. And they can do the same right back to you. And you could sit even longer and continue to do this. If it's feeling like a really good place to be, I would suggest it. You can come back to this at any point in time with one or many people in your mind and just sit and close your eyes. The more I practice it, the easier it is for me to do it very rapidly when I need support. I can very easily close my eyes and quickly connect to that person. Bring the hands together in front of the chest. If you're on a time constraint, inhale. Exhale, bowing the head in. Pausing for just a moment. So much gratitude for all of those people that we cannot be with. And so much gratitude that we can still make connections even when we're not in person with people. We truly can. I know it's not the same, but we can. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for connecting to this community. It means more than you will ever know. Love you.